Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Mustangs will kick this deep to start us off. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. Bringing pressure. Looking for a deep completion. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Testing the right side here. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Panthers' offense is on the move now. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
Kick is good.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 19, set to kick it off.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And your SMU Mustangs will take over first and 10.
The offense now operating in empty. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. And they pick up the first on the ground. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Defense is coming after him. Finds his man, has the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
Finding space at the 20. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Point after, not right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Toss play to the outside. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. At the 20, the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
SMU 7.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. They'll test the right side here. Finding some room at the 25. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Handoff in a single back formation. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down.
At the 25-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
The Mustangs will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense and the guy that has a chance to win this game? Maybe going back and forth all game.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is good.
The kick is good. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 14-14.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Set to kick it away.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
First and 10.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Gets some space around the 30. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags the good throw. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. And the quarterback dropping back. He's got a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Second down, looking to throw it. Caught, completion. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Hit just as he throws the ball, and it's complete downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but even a fresh set of downs.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
A new set of downs after that completion. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And the Panthers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Pitt. This quarterback on fire today.
Number 86 with the grab and the score.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead.
That makes the score Pittsburgh 21, SMU 14.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 19 set to kick off.
Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team.
SMU Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. And he's got his man open downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Figueroa. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And now the handoff. Running with purpose. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
4th down coming up.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down.
Get set, get set.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Ponies. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And he knocks it right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring... It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Got a lane. Can he get in? And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. And the Mustangs line up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Here's the 2nd down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now, everybody's entitled to whatever they think is best for their own defense. But, man, this quarterback is just sitting back there with all kinds of time to be able to evaluate the coverage and make a throw. This defense better get more aggressive and start getting after the quarterback.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, what a play by this safety to kind of sit back in cover two, baiting this quarterback to make the throw. I thought he showed patience and then instincts once the ball's in the air to come up with that interception.
Ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? To throw, it's Figueroa. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Panthers will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He bought some time, now lets it go. Sideline route is out of bounds before the first down marker.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Looking to throw it on first down. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Using his legs on the scramble, and he'll be brought down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Pitt. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. How about that, Kurt? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game to tie the game is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Extra point try coming now. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quarterback looking to scramble. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. The pass rush closing in. Going to try to use his legs here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. There's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. And they will claim the second half lead. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous quarter.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up the coverage because right now it is not working.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Pressure is coming. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Panthers. Strong game by this quarterback. And they get set now to try the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ponies.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now to PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Panthers will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll get out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes him pay for it.
They're going to run it here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Pitt getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a draw play. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it here. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Panthers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Oh, and it's blocked. Throw a live ball here. Past the 50. Inside the 40. And they finally make the tackle, but an explosive play by this offense to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
SMU 42, Pitt 41.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up.
Touchdown, Mustangs. Still no answer for the passing game. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive.
And the Pittsburgh offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st and 10 play coming up. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side. He has first down yardage at the 46. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking to throw again. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. 1st and goal, down 8. They've got a score and at a 2-point conversion to tie it. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. This offense really clicking.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Number 2 in the end zone.
So following the touchdown, now the offense looks for the 2-point conversion to tie this game up late.
4-2 Spider.
He'll get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up in the final quarter.
Well, this offense was on a mission on that drive. They put a touchdown on the board right away, did not even hesitate. They didn't want to kick the extra point, wanted to go for 2, a chance to tie the game. They hit it, and all of a sudden this game's gotten very interesting in the second half.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. It looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
They got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
How about that? The defense does their job on 3rd down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's 4th and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
Oh, and he fumbled it. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
Boy, what a turn of events. I'm sure the punting team's offense is thrilled to be getting back out on the field right now after they were gifted an extra possession. The
SMU offense is back out on the field now. Last time was a quick and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the running back takes the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread error. Always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The pocket breaking down. Got him. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, and no for a first down. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Mustangs will line up on 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Will he score here? Touchdown, SMU. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock, they eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can...
It's blocked. It's picked up by the defense. A live ball. Can they run it all the way back? Across midfield. At the 30.
Well, we're in the 4th quarter. The offense has the ball in the red zone, looking to maybe put this game away, and they turn the ball over, giving their opponent some life.
So off the blocked PAT, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. Offense is back out on the field. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
It's an option look. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
4th down now, and defensively, you know, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, I don't know about you, but you can almost feel the level of anxiousness that's going through this stadium right now. He picked up that 1st down, and without it, I think this game is over. I mean, when he took off, there was a chance that this thing was over, but he found a way to get the 1st down, much to this crowd's disappointment.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the left side.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Handing off on the draw play. Got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. Third down, out of the shotgun. He's looking to scramble. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
The offense will spend a timeout. Just 14 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the right side. And that run goes nowhere, and that'll be the final play of the ballgame. So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.